Hey YouTube, I know a lot of people have been messaging me about my Sportsman 2018 model G3, or made by G3. So I'm finally going to try to do some videos on it. Of course, as you can see, it's the camo model, and I am tickled to death with it. Love it, don't have any complaints about it. First, I'm going to start up front and talk about the upgrades that I've done to it. Got it from Plano Marine. It came with the MinnKota 24 volt Edge, which they upgraded it from 12 volt. But when I heard about the Altera, I just had to have one. So that's what I did. Don't have to have an anchor in the boat. That saves you about 25, 30 pounds. And being able to push that spot lock is worth everything. I even got rid of the foot control pedals. All I have with me now is the remote. I guess the first upgrade I did was put the step here, because they're just, when you're wet, feet are wet, it's raining, or it just gets lake water wet, trying to step on the painted metal just wasn't good enough for me, especially as graceful as I am. So anyway, I put the step on. I did upgrade the MinnKota prop to the Kippewa, and I really do like it. It seems to have made a difference. It seems like it doesn't vibrate as much, and it seems to run quieter to me. And then of course you'll see I got the black light LEDs all the way around for night fishing. And then where the foot pedal box was, I boxed that in and put a couple of 12 volt plugs in there so I can set my metal bucket, made by Engel. I believe it is the 13 quart model. It'll fit right in there, fits perfect, and then it's easier to get to. And then I also upgraded to the Millennial rod holders, and I tell you, I can't find anything at fault with these whatsoever. And of course I got the sidekick for me and the grandson can sit together and fish. Of course this is travel mode, so the seats don't move around. But they'll pull on across, you can move them all over the boat. And of course these rod holders, they adjust, I don't know, several different ways. And up front I got the Humminbird 7, I believe. 7, I believe. Anyway, it sets about like that when we're fishing. And of course I had to have something to hold my phone. And I got the 12 volt. And I got the 12 volt plugs here so I can charge it if I need to. And then I also added this little USB, and it tells me my volts on trolling mode, the 24 volt. The 24 volt. And I can also charge the phone there. Okay, some more upgrades I did. It came with a hook 4, I believe. 4, I believe, mounted in the dash. I guess that's just to say you've got a depth finder with your boat. But with my eyes, I had to have something bigger, so I ended up going with the Lowrance 7s. On my right hand side, I got just the regular hook 7. And of course, it's got mapping in it. I can change the maps. It's got the SD card. It's also the GPS. And then the Lowrance hook. I tried the hook 5, hook 2, 5, and it just wasn't big enough. So 7 was a good size for me. I would rather have 9, but the price goes way up, and so I was trying to keep the cost down a little bit. And then the covers, of course, sometimes you get covers with them, sometimes you don't. A lot of people lose these. Yep, wrong one. Hook 2. Worry about them, you can put these little ties where you're going down the road. You won't have any problems with them coming off down the road. And of course I did a little mounting system up in here that, let me take it for just a second. I just put another plate with the hole in it to mount the bracket through, and there's a good solid piece of fiberglass to mount to underneath there too. So I'm not concerned with it coming out. And then I wanted a little radio. So I put down here, I put another little set of switches. To turn the radio on. Of course, we got green deck lights for night fishing. Got some locker lights. I'll show you those here in just a second. And just a little one of those 3-inch Boss radios. I got the cheapest one I could get that had Bluetooth, so I could play off my phone. And the speaker system, I wanted to kind of move it around because I don't want to disturb anybody else while fishing. We do a lot of bridge fishing, so I can pull this out because there is so much room underneath there. That I can pull this out and keep it close to us and not have to turn the volume up. They're 2 4-inch Polk speakers, and this is 4-inch PVC that I just camo painted myself. Then I also put a couple of Brocraft, I believe it's called, for trolling. And I'll try to remember to put that in the description. And also for at night time to find stumps, I also got this flood and spotlight. And it is real bright. So it'll do flood and spot both together. And it is bright. Another upgrade I did is I purchased these off of Amazon, gas shocks for the back. And I mean, these things were super cheap, like $6 or $8 a piece or a pair. And they hold up this back lid great. Go ahead and back up some, I'll show you how. Great. Go ahead and back up some, I'll show you how fast this thing will pop up. It has no problem whatsoever picking the back of that up. I usually kind of leave it open just a little bit for charging in the batteries, for let the heat out. The cables from the motor were actually wearing out the paint in this area, so I purchased a piece of rubber for like $6 off of Amazon and just glued it down right there to keep it from rubbing the paint off the boat. Another upgrade I did is it came with the double extra long, kept getting hit on the bridge light, anchor light is what they call it. So instead of having to remember to get that silly thing out every time it got dark, I just added this little thing I got, I believe it's off eBay or Amazon, and I just Velcroed it to the top. And all I have to do is push my anchor switch and it comes. Alright, another improvement I did is I had 3 of these batteries. They are the Continental Marine RV. I think they're 27. I don't know, I'll put a description of those too. They did alright for the first couple of years, but they had noticed this year that they wasn't showing very good voltage. So I went to Amazon and bought some AGM type batteries. They're smaller, they're a lot lighter. And also I'm using 3 instead of 2, and I'm still saving 20 pounds. And also the boat only came with a charging system for the 24 volt, and I added this Dual Pro single battery charger. For my engine for setting in the winter months to keeping it up. But guys, I can't tell you how much to make sure you check the water level in these batteries, because I think that's what happened to me on the other 2 I was using. Check your water levels probably at least 2 or 3 times a year. Another upgrade I did is added this ladder, because I'm not as good as climbing as I used to be. A little older now, but it'll go all the way down far enough for you to grab it. Get done with it, put it back up, clamp it down. Let's put a little Velcro strip on here. Of course, most of the time when we're fishing, it's going to be summertime, so this canopy is going to be out of the way. I didn't talk about was this foldable canopy that we put in, and absolutely love this thing. We can put it up in probably about a minute to a minute and a half. We can have it up, erect, connected, shaded, Unless we're under the bridge, then we don't have to worry about it, but still. I believe that's going to be all for the upgrades that I can think of at the moment. I do have one more that I just seen. These tie downs for the boat. I just got the cheapest ones I could find on eBay, I believe. It's those ratchet straps, because it does not come with them. It just came with them cheesy ones. Just came with them cheesy ones. And these seem to work just fine. Fine for me. Hadn't had any complaints about them. Like I say, I'll try to get the where I got all this upgrades from and try to put a link in the video description. And I forgot to mention the Robo Cups. These things are super awesome also. People also messaged me about the length of the boat. You know, from tip to back for the garages. Mine did come with the Space Saver hitch, but from the very back tip of the outboard to the tip, as far as you can go, is 273 inches. So that's 6 foot 9 inches. So that's going to be 22 feet and 8 to 9 inches. So it's around 272, 273 inches. But if you take the hitch apart, fairly easy. It will be 249 inches. So 20 feet, 9 inches. If you want to know that for your garage. Okay, now has lots of room also. It's going to measure 74 and a half. By 65. All right, in the back, like you see, I got room for 4 batteries back here. The width of this one is 45. Let's just do the front, the hatch, by about 18. And of course the gas tank all the way up front to back. It's around 32 inches. Now this back deck has got lots of room. 83 inches. By 48 inches. And I forgot to mention one more thing. The cute fella, my grandson Lex, was holding the camera. And we thank him for doing that for us today.